Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 48 show. Today I'm joined by Jacob
Hello.
and Ollie.
Right.
Today we're going through our matchday 27 matchday 27 predictions for League One. So let's start off with Jacob. First match is Blackpool versus Huddersfield. How do you think that's going to go?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty easy win for Huddersfield, in my opinion. See him well in fourth. Had a really marquee signing in Dion Charles from Bolton for 800k. Really good striker in this league. Prolific up front. So I'm going to go 3-0 Huddersfield.
What about you, Ollie?
I think again, signing of Taylor and Charles has really settled it for me as well as the season's going so far well for Huddersfield. I can't really see Blackpool having a much of a looking into the game. If they're lucky, they'll get a goal, but I can't see it. I think it'll be 2-0 to Huddersfield.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I think Huddersfield will win this game comfortably, and that's why I'm going to go for a 4-0 win for Huddersfield, and Dion Charles is getting a hat-trick. Next up, we've got Peterborough versus Leyton Orient. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Peterborough done okay. Well, to be honest, they've not actually done very well this season. Leyton Orient flying in eighth for them. Peterborough been a pretty poor season. I'm going to go 2-1 Leyton Orient. Maybe a bit of an upset.
Ollie?
Yeah, I agree. I think Eye has been influential since we lost 2-0 to them, Wigan. Since in December, they've had a really, really good run. I think they've had a run of 5 wins or so on the bounce, which has put them from down in 19th up to about 8th from where they are now. Peterborough, on the other hand, they've been really, really poor this season. So for me, I'm going to go 2-0 to Leyton Orient.
Yeah, again, Leyton Orient, five wins at the last 5 games, whereas Peterborough have got 0 wins and only 1 draw in the last 5 games. So I think Leyton Orient will win this game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than you guys think. I think Peterborough will fight for a point, but I'm going to go still Leyton Orient winning 2-1. Next up is Northampton versus Lincoln. Jacob, what do you think about that game?
Yeah, I think this is Northampton. They've actually really struggled this season. I'm quite surprised at that. Lincoln sitting quite well in 12th, mid-table, fairly average for them. They've just lost Tayo Wedon, the fullback, used to be at Blackburn. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, a bit of a stalemate.
What about you, Ollie?
Yeah, I think Lincoln, they had a really, really good start to the season. They were about 5th, I think they were, 5th or 6th. But they have dropped off in recent weeks. Who's it they're playing?
Northampton.
Northampton, they're down the bottom end of the table. Bit of a rivalry, I would have said. Lincolnshire, Northamptonshire. What for me, I would have said 1-1 as well.
See, I'm going to go with a Lincoln win here, winning 1-0, as obviously Bolton beat them on the weekend, so I feel like they're going to bounce back from that as Bolton aren't doing well. But I'm going to go for a 1-0 Lincoln win. I'm going against you. Next, we have Birmingham versus Exeter. Pretty bog standard one this, but Jacob, what do you think?
Personally, like I said in the Championship video for the Middlesbrough Portsmouth game, this is the easiest one to predict. I'm going 4-1 Birmingham.
What about you, Ollie?
Yeah, agreed. Birmingham have obviously just walked the league at this point. I think scoring goals has been their biggest issue actually so far this season. They haven't really, thrashed teams 3-4-0s, but apart from the Wigan game on New Year's, 4th of January near New Year's Day, I think they will score quite a few again. Alfie May's on fire. I think it'll be 3-0 against the Birmingham.
Yeah, I'm actually going to agree with Ollie there. I also think it's going to be 3-0. It's going to be a great game. But yeah, I don't see Exeter winning or even scoring a goal in this one. Next, we've got Bristol Rovers versus Barnsley. Jacob?
Bristol Rovers, what a shocking season for them. Barnsley, they've actually surprised me a little bit, sitting in 5th playoff positions. I think this is going to be another easy win. I'm going to go 3-1 to Barnsley.
Alright, what are you, Ollie?
I think as well, yeah, Barnsley, they've really ramped it up in the last couple of weeks. They had a bit of a slow start to the season, obviously with new players coming in, but again, I think they have really ramped it up. Humphreys and Keeler Dunn up top have been really, really influential for them in the last couple of weeks, so I think they will win. I think it'll be 2-1.
I'm going for also win for Barnsley. I think they'll put up a fight, but not enough. So I think Barnsley win 2-0. Next up, we have Rotherham versus Charlton. Jacob, what do you think?
Well, Charlton sitting mid-table, Rotherham sitting mid-table as well. I think it's going to be a fairly boring game. I'm going 1-1.
Ollie?
Yeah, again, two anti-football managers really going at it. You know, Steve Evans, when we played them on Boxing Day, their football was very lacklustre. I know they did beat Bolton just the other week, 3-1. But on the other side, Nathan Jones' football is boring as well. So yeah, could even be a 0-0 this one.
Yeah, I'm also going for a draw. It's going to be a boring game, like you boys have said. I'm going for a 0-0 draw. Next up, we have Reading versus Stockport. Jacob, what do you think?
See, again, I think this is a fairly easy one to predict. Reading, they've done okay, but I think they should be doing better than 6th. But Reading sitting 6th, Stockport sitting 7th. They've slacked top of it since Louis Barry's left, the top scorer, on loan from Aston Villa. I'm going 2-1 Reading, maybe a little bit of an upset there.
Ollie, what about you?
Yeah, again, since Barry's gone, I think that's really not the stuffing out of Stockport, to be honest. When we went to Reading, again, really tough place to go. And since Barry's gone, they just seem to run out of steam in attack. Stockport, the defence seems to be all right. I think it'll be tight, but in the end, I think at Reading, they'll just have too much power up top. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Reading.
Yeah, I think losing Louis Barry halfway through the season is quite crucial. Obviously the best player, top goal scorer in League One. But yeah, I'm also going to go with a Reading 1-0 win. Next, we have Ollie's game, Stevenage versus Wigan. Jacob, what do you think?
Interesting. Wigan travelling away to Stevenage. Wigan been quite poor on the road this season, but you know, Stevenage sitting 14th, Wigan sitting 17th. Really poor season for Wigan so far. But personally, I think Wigan are going to triumph in this game. I'm going 3-1 Wigan. Interesting.
Ollie?
It's one of those games where we're either going to win 4-0 or lose 3-0. I can't see it being much else. We'll either come out starting fighting or we'll come out like we do, just sitting back. To be honest, I can't see us getting much from the game. I think I'll be happy with a 1-1 draw. But it's one of them where it could go either way. But hopefully, if I'm optimistic, I want a 1-1 draw.
Alright, well, I think personally it's a must-win game for Wigan. They've got 27 points, that's only 7 points off relegation, so they need to really push for those extra points to move away. But I am going to go for a Wigan win. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for Wigan. I think they're going to control most of the game. And yeah, 1-0 win, comfortable for Wigan. Right, moving into the last 3 games, we've got Mansfield Town versus Wycombe. Jacob?
Interesting. Wycombe have just lost the manager, Matt Bloomfield, going to Luton. And then Mansfield, 9th. They got knocked out in the FA Cup by Wigan earlier in the week. Interesting. It's a hard one to predict this. Wycombe, they've done really well this season. You know what, I'm going for a shock. I think Mansfield are going to beat them 2-1.
Alright, well, Ollie, what about you?
I think I agree with Jacob, to be honest. I know that Caleb Taylor and Aaron Morley's been recalled from Wycombe, and I think that's probably been their biggest factor in their sort of downfall this season. I think it will be they won't finish in autos. I think they just run out of steam a little bit with them being recalled. So again, I agree with Jacob with Lee Gregory up top. I think he'll score 2 tomorrow, so that'll be an interesting watch. 2-1, I think it'll be.
Yeah, again, obviously Wycombe losing the manager and Aaron Morley. Richard Coney though still there. There is some speculation of a move, but I do think he will stay, and I think he will be pivotal in this game. So I'm gonna go with a Wycombe win 1-0. It'll be a close game. Here we have my club, Bolton versus Cambridge. Jacob, what do you think?
See, I know Bolton have had a pretty poor last few months under Ian Evatt. and it's clear that he's not going anywhere. They've just lost the striker in Dion Charles. But if Bolton can't be 23rd in the league, Cambridge, something's going wrong. To be fair, Wigan lost to Cambridge, but they always lose away, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going 2-0 Bolton.
Right, Ollie?
Yeah, I think Bolton's mindset at the minute's just been really negative going into every game. They haven't looked positive. They haven't looked like they want it. And that's probably been the biggest driving factor in why they're down in 10th. If they can't beat Cambridge, I think Everett's definitely got to go, but he just won't. They're too reluctant to sack him, which is brilliant for us, considering what we've got in April. So I think they will win, but I'm going to say 1-0 to Bolton. I can't see it being a big win.
Yeah, obviously we've just lost Dion Charles, our top goal scorer, but it might affect us, it might not. Obviously we've still got Aaron Collins, we've still got McAtee, Lolos as well, keeping playing up front. But I do think we're winning this game. I'm confident for once. I'm going for 2-0 to Bolton. No, 2-1 because we like conceding. 2-1 Bolton. Right, the last game of game week 27 is Crawley versus Burton. Jacob, what do you think about that one?
I mean, this is the worst game of the week. 100%. Crawley sitting in 22nd, Burton sitting in 24th. In my opinion, Burton are already down. Absolute shocking season. I'm going 0-0. Absolutely boring game.
Okay, Ollie?
Agreed. It's like, no, shittico. It's not a good game to watch. It's going to be ball in play for about 20 minutes. You know, absolute horror show to watch. To be honest, it could even be a 0-0 this, but I think Crawley might just get a bit more out of the game. I was going to say 1-0 Crawley. I think it'll be quite tight.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Ollie there. I think Crawley will win this game, but it won't be easy. Obviously, both teams have had quite a poor season. Crawley obviously just got promoted from League 2. It's obviously going to be a bit hard to survive in New League. But yeah, I'm going with a Crawley Town win, 1-0. That concludes game week 27. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think about our predictions. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.